Hey guys, so I decided I'd like to add some more videos to this YouTube channel. Maybe tutorials, things like that. And I figured one of the best ways to start would be to do a rundown of some of my past Game Jam games. So we're going to start with a Game Jam game from Ludum Dare 34, which is a long time ago. This is the first one I ever did, and we'll see how it's aged. There you go. So this is a game I wrote called Safe or Sorry. It was written for the prompt 2 buttons. So I made this in 48 hours by myself. It is a survival horror game. The premise behind this game is that you've got this kind of score at the top of the screen and 2 buttons. One's your safe button and one's your sorry button. And so you can click the sorry button. It'll spawn you someplace randomly in the map. And then you have to try and make it back to that room you were in. If you press the safe button, it'll end the game and you keep whatever score you've got. So the longer you stay alive, the higher your score is, basically. The thing is, when you pressed the sorry button, it spawned a monster someplace in here. And you have to try and avoid and not get hit by it. There it is. So, he's just going to keep looking for me. So I'm going to try and not get hit by him. Hit the sorry button again. So, things I learned doing this. Learned that 48 hours is not a very long time to make a game. I also learned that I didn't really know a lot about this kind of stuff at the time. This is my very first one. There's not a lot of code in here as far as like actual moving pieces. There's basic controls for the mouse and stuff, and then the monster. If you find there's your dead screen. If the monster finds you, you're pretty much screwed. You have to stay out of the light. I put a light on the top of his head so you could kind of tell where he was headed, but it wasn't always very easy to use. The monsters don't use any kind of Unreal AI or behavior trees or anything. This is all kind of before I learned anything about that. They basically pick a spot within a radius and start moving towards that spot. Other than that, they're kind of dumb. Things that I spent a lot of time on in here was the art. I wanted it to look really cool. So I spent a lot of time making textures that would work on the walls. I spent a lot of time trying to figure out how to use Unreal's binary, how was it called? The BSP, the binary something. I'm sure I'll remember it the minute I turn off this this video. But trying to use that, getting like lines to match up, I did a lot of stuff like that I wanted to like just look real nice. And then I made textures for the floor, and I played a lot with lighting and fog and tried to make it look real atmospheric. I wound up making it look a lot like that red room from Twin Peaks, and I don't know if that was consciously or subconsciously. That's just kind of how it worked out. So that's pretty much it. There's not a lot here. I spent a lot of time on assets, I think. This one, code-wise, is pretty empty. A lot of fun with it, though. It was a different experience. I've never really done any kind of jam like this before. Super stressful. But I think that's just because I didn't plan properly and I spent way too much time building these assets. The actual level layout, where you go, things like that, was one of the last things I did on this one. So as you can tell, there's not much. There's 3 branching paths that all converge on this room, basically. And I was putting that together like minutes before I had to turn this thing in. So there you go. Nice, decent score. for a decent human being. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. Spent a lot of time on the monster, the room, things like that. It was fun, but it was a lot of work and taught me a lot of things that I needed to keep in mind for things going forward. So I think that's it for Safe or Sorry. Thanks for watching this video. Hopefully I'll start adding all the other videos for subsequent Ludum Dares and tutorials and all kinds of fun stuff. So keep watching, and thanks for checking this out. Bye.